microwave up my cup again. Don't know if you can hear me. Had the microwave going, had the coffee gurgling. Wasn't a very peaceful beginning to my show, but I thought I'd do it. Good morning, Chip. Good morning, Buca Cruz. Decided to not schedule my live this morning. Woke up early. Woke up just after 5. Had a little bit of a residual cough going on. Honestly, some slightly anxious feelings. My knee and my cough are kind of agitating me a little bit. Want to heal quicker. Want to feel fully financial stable quicker. Kind of want life to happen quicker, which is silly because you don't want to rush through life. But this morning I found myself asking God, could we move it along? Could we improve my financial situation faster? Can we get that couch? Can we see my son and my daughter? Felt like I had more doubts than I had the last few days. Lacuna, though, good morning, Batty Lynn. Lacuna put it right, that a good cup is always a great way to start the day. I was laying there thinking, because I got a job I like, I'm good at. The money's okay, but I only get paid when I work. I don't have vacation days or what have you. And I have, a few weeks ago at work, I fell and I twisted my already sort of rough knee or injured knee. And it's been kind of hurting. And about the same time, I've got a cold maybe 3-4 weeks ago now, and I still got the cough from it. And I'm going, boy, if I got sick or hurt myself more severely and had to miss some work, I'd be in some trouble. Maybe I'm focusing on the wrong thing. I probably am. I know I am. If I was thanking God for my health instead of woe is me for my sore knee or my cough, although the cough is sort of frustrating. I don't know. But good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. It is Monday morning. It's 5:51 a.m. It is April 14th. It feels so weird. Normally I feel the coming of April 15th with dread, because I'm usually waiting till the last day to find my paperwork and do my taxes. But about a month and a half ago, I was in my hotel room before I moved into my apartment and decided, I don't know what got in me, but I decided to do it. I'm glad I did it. So anyway, it's April 14th. Happy Monday. It's a little show I've been doing for quite some time. A show about me talking. Show about me sharing some feelings. Sharing a little bit about the ups and downs we have in life. But for those that have been watching a while, and maybe my slightly uneasy feeling this morning in bed was God's way of getting me started a little early, and there was a reason for it. I went shopping yesterday, and I have a nice hot cup of coffee in front of me, and I am so excited to take my first sip. My hope is wherever you are, whatever you're doing, that you have a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. Hold on, let me get a little extra. I went shopping yesterday. Went to church yesterday morning. I had such a productive morning yesterday. Really felt, if you wake up at 5, you got more time on your hand. And you really can accomplish a crazy amount of things. I mean, if you consider doing a coffee show accomplishing something, and I do. If you consider working out accomplishing something, and I do. If you consider going to church accomplishing something, and I do. And even doing grocery shopping, I got it all done. I worked out, I did my coffee show, I went to church, and I went grocery shopping, and I was home by like 10:15 in the morning. Felt really good. Let's see. Hello. Good morning from Tennessee. What's the brew for the day? Starting your day with God is always a good start. Thank you for the reminder with that. Thank you for the reminder. I'm usually the one saying it. And it is nice hearing it from somebody else in that way. Like somebody's asking me a similar question. What would you do if you wake up and Jesus was inside you? I don't know. I like the way the other gentleman's phrased it. It seemed more friendly and loving. I don't know. Church, I'm sorry. I went shopping yesterday. And I wasn't thrilled with the coffee selection. I picked out a Starbucks Sumatra bag. It wasn't on sale. And I picked out one of the random Starbucks flavors. I think it was caramel or something, but I wasn't real excited. I continued going grocery shopping, and at an end cap, I came across an extra kind of mix of Starbucks bags. And hold on here, let me get the bag. I think I know what it is, but I want to be sure. Oh yeah, I didn't want to misstate what I'm drinking here. It's the toasted coconut mocha. It's one of my old favorites. Reminds me of relationships and days in the past, but really nice flavor coconut is, and goes great with coffee, and it's smooth and tasty and warm. Somebody's asking if I go to church every day. No. I don't even know if I'd want to or aspire to go to church every day. I think the key is learning that getting faith in here and not needing to be in a place of, or realizing the whole world can be a place of worship. And if I went to church yesterday. I didn't love the pastor. I didn't love the sermon. It's a new church. I moved to Appleton, Wisconsin, just about 2 months ago. Not quite 2 months ago, but almost 2 months ago now. And I've been trying out a few different churches, and this is the third time at this church. The first time there was a pastor from Peru speaking, and he spoke Spanish, and I speak Spanish a little bit, but I found my focus, and I've struggled with it, was trying to translate his Spanish sermon. He had a translator, his son, and who would recap it in English, but I was struggling listening to his words in Spanish, trying to translate. And I think whatever message he had may have gotten lost on me a little bit. The second time at this church, I felt the pastor was great, and he gave a great message, and he tied the Bible and Jesus into life and his experiences, and just life in general. But yesterday, I guess, was Palm Sunday, and it felt more of a fire and brimstone sermon. And I don't like fire and brimstone sermons. I told my sister makes me sad, my daughter Erin about it as I was leaving church, and she goes, well, what do you mean by that? And I wasn't able to exactly explain to her what I meant by fire and brimstone, but he was wearing a suit, and maybe there's nothing wrong with dressing up. Older guy. I mean, a little older than me. I'm an older guy too. But the words he said and spoke didn't. This is gonna feel bad saying. I didn't feel an inner goodness in the pastor yesterday. I get a vibe from people, and oftentimes after I hear a good speech or a good sermon or something that moves me, I'll be excited to see the pastor and run up and tell him how great he did and how much I appreciated his sermon. I didn't feel any desire for that yesterday with the pastor. Let me see. Oh, happy Easter to you, Chelsea. Happy Easter to you. Oh, we got an audience right out of the bat. We got 30 people watching. We got 7 thumbs up. I so appreciate you guys hopping on this morning. We got some weird comments going on, but that's okay. Hello, chimps. Ethan suggested trying Catholicism. I wonder what Ethan meant by that. I've been in enough Catholic churches. Hello, Chapter Chaser. How are you? Do I remember you, Chelsea Curtis? Not offhand. So Bruce says, sometimes when we go, we might not feel the message, but someone in there may have needed the sermon we don't find interesting. Bruce, that's a great way to look at it, and I appreciate you saying that. Yeah, I appreciate you saying that. Kind of says it's okay. And I think that's one thing about having faith is it's okay. No matter almost what you're talking about. The cough, the sore knee, the wishing I was getting to where I wanted to go quicker. I don't even know where I want to go, but some term of success. Yeah, so thank you for saying that. Let's see. I hear homilies I don't want to hear sometimes, but I know I need to hear it. Some pastors only tell us what we want to hear, not what we need to hear. I don't know. Let's see. Maddie says, may I have a blessed week? Well, thank you, Maddie. I know I will have a blessed week. I don't know what it holds. I guess we never really know the future. We worry about the future. We wake up early or wake up during the night and wondering how things are going to work out and imagine a bunch of stuff might go. Yeah. Oh, well, thank you for being a big fan. Good morning, JV Joe. How are you? How are you? Most of you guys know I edit all these live videos into shorts and reels and TikToks. And, hold on, I gotta put somebody in a timeout. Their comments were boring me. And occasionally I'll come across a name and I'll be seeing somebody watch for a week or so straight or a couple weeks, and then they'll kind of disappear for a while. Sometimes they come back, sometimes they don't. Let's see, what's brewing, Ken? What is brewing? What is brewing? My coffee. My toasted coconut mocha, which is kind of putting a smile on my face. My conversation with you, it's kind of putting a smile on my face. The sky's lightning behind me is kind of putting a smile on my face. Hello, football lover, how are you? Good morning, Fred. It is going to be a great day to all. Bruce enjoys my morning chats. A friendly face in the morning is always good. Well, Bruce, thank you. I really appreciate your positivity this morning. And maybe that's what today's show is about. Me needing a little uplifting from Bruce. Did I look for the 8 o'clock Colombian? Honestly, I didn't, Chip. I didn't. I didn't. Let's see. Well, I appreciate you joining in His and Hers Landscaping. I really do. I appreciate y'all joining. I don't know how much I have for you today. It's just after 6 a.m. Couldn't figure out what day it was. I'm working today. I worked last night. I think I worked Saturday. Had the day off Friday, but I drove back and forth from Chicago. It feels, I guess my concern this morning was, it feels like I'm working about as much as I can and as much as they'll let me at work and my body will handle. And I don't feel I'm getting ahead quite as quickly as I'd like. And I think, as silly as it is, because I'm saying it on a live video right now, my focus hasn't been as much, and maybe that's okay, on editing videos and going live as it was maybe 2 months ago. And that's because I wasn't working 2 months ago. I got this job maybe 6-7 weeks ago now. And the job's been great and I've enjoyed it a lot, but I'm working as much as I can and not getting ahead quite as quickly as I'd like. You know, but honestly, a day or two ago, I remember feeling great and feeling proud and how far I'd come in the last 2 months. And maybe it's just one of those days. Maybe it's just that way. But it had me wondering. I'll have time. I don't work till this afternoon. Do I put that time into editing videos, posting more videos, building Coffee with Ken? I mean, every day I'm picking up about 20 subscribers here on YouTube. If I have anybody new, please subscribe to my page. I'd greatly appreciate it. Raw Dog says, just another manic Monday. Yeah. I wish it were Sunday, because that's my fun day. I don't have to run day. Just another manic Monday. I don't know if that applies into any career really I've ever had. I've never really done Monday through Friday, like 9 to 5. I've always been a realtor. A stockbroker was the closest thing I came. But even that had enough flexibility. I mean, not really. Those were early and late hours generally. And that was a harder job. I just look back on it fondly because it was so long ago. But it was fueled by alcohol and partying and money and spending. Nothing I'd like to go down that path again. But again, as a realtor, all the days kind of blurred together, and it was hard to tell a Sunday from a Thursday. And I waited tables several times over the last few years, and that was kind of similar too. Really didn't matter what day of the week it was. And and I was always, I could be working any day of the week, and it's kind of true with the job I have now. So today being Monday doesn't really do a whole change of pace for me, really. New was always kind of scary. The unknown is frightening. Bruce, I've been wallowing in new and wallowing in the unknown. I think I would like to get a couch. Okay, look, I know material things aren't what my soul needs. My soul might just need to go back to sleep and sleep for another couple more hours. But I would like a couch, I think, and a TV. I don't know. Maybe I'd like to be able to flop on my couch and shut my mind off for a while. I think things are okay. I just think I'm kind of feeling, Which country is it? I'm in the U.S. Oh, Bruce says watching a good old movie. Did you guys watch the Masters yesterday? I was at work, but it was on in an office, and kind of saw it. I would have liked to have sat in front of the couch or on the couch and watched it a little bit more. It looked like it was a pretty good finish. I saw Rory McIlroy with I think a one-shot lead striding up the 18th fairway, and must have bogeyed the 18th hole, and it went to a playoff. And apparently he won in a playoff. Golf, no. I never got into golf. I am in Wisconsin. Hello in Australia. How are you? How did the parent-teacher conference go? How was the drive? The drive was relatively non-eventful, which I guess is what you want out of a 3.5-hour drive. The parent-teacher conference went great. For anybody, somebody's asking me, I went to a conference for my son on Friday. My son lives down in the suburbs of Chicago, and I recently moved up to Wisconsin. My son had a IEP meeting, which is Individualized Education Program, which I didn't know till that Friday morning. My viewers told me. But went down and saw his school and saw his teachers and saw some of the people he worked with. And I think a lot of people go there. I think they take these IEP meetings very seriously, and they should. But for me, I'm kind of a field guy. But they emailed everything that they were going to talk about and their plan. And what I was kind of there for were the emotions of the teachers that spent their day with Augie, or their experience with him, or how they felt about him and how they thought he was doing, rather than how many minutes are they going to spend working on his, fine motor skills, or how much they're going to spend working with his speech. I just kind of wanted to see the love in the teacher's eyes, and I felt it a lot, and I felt a lot of love in the school for him, and that he loved his class and the kids he's with and what he got to do every day. I got to see him for a couple minutes. He was walking from one class to the next. He was holding a teacher's hand. It was cute. And went in there and held him a little bit and cried a little bit. But he and his friends were working with shaving cream and Play-Doh, and it was really sweet. Let's see. Hello, Froggy Plays. I am blessed. I think we're all blessed. Hello from Iran. Fred Hinkle is talking about French Lick. Wonder if they have more golf courses. I'd like to see Larry Bird play again. I think a lot of times we maybe don't appreciate things and people and experiences and what we're going through while we're going through them. I mean, I'm sure I'm going to look back, and I think I do, look back on these days here in Wisconsin as some of the best days uh, of my life, and the new experiences and moving into the new apartment and working at this job and drinking my coffee with you kind folks. I'm sure we will. But I'd like to see Larry play again. I don't think I had the full appreciation for Larry Bird. I think at the time, I think a lot of people said he's one of the all-time greats or one of the best or best ever. And I was in Chicago and didn't really like Boston and was cheering for the Bulls over Boston. Boston beat the Bulls a few years in a row and beat Michael Jordan. So I don't think I appreciated him a whole heck of a lot. But since that time, I've seen enough interviews with players from back then and talking about how great he was. And I don't know. I'd like to see him a little bit. Dr. J is why you got into basketball. Yeah. It'd be interesting seeing some of these players play against players today. And I don't talk a heck of a lot about sports. I was talking about it with a younger guy I work with, and he was a big fan of today's game. And I was sounding like one of those old farts that thought it was better back when. But we were talking about the three-point shot in the NBA and how I thought it was kind of ruining basketball. I never felt that way before, but they never shot so many three-pointers before. It's kind of funny. With as much money as is thrown at professional sports and coaching programs and practice and workout regimens, it seems only in the last 10 years did NBA coaches realize that 3 is more than 2. And that if you shoot 40% from the 3-point line, it's like shooting 60% from 2-point range. And they never figured that out till recently. And all of a sudden, with Steph Curry and some other guys being able to shoot real well from almost anywhere, it seems it doesn't matter how far back they are. It just matters whether they're covered or not, or they have a hand in their face. And, they're showing it, and the game's changed. And big guys, which, I don't know, I always enjoyed banging a little bit and rebounding and dunks and passes to the open guy underneath. I always thought that was basketball, or getting in as close as you can to the rim and taking a shot. I thought that was the definition of basketball, and it's changed a lot over the years. No, it certainly takes talent to shoot from anywhere, yeah, but it just takes a different type of talent, I guess. And I wonder if passing is relevant, or boxing out, or cutting to the rim. And I don't even know how to play basketball very well at all. I never was good, and I'm 6'2". Couldn't shoot. I was usually bigger than the average person, so I could usually got the big guy on the other team, and did a workman job of covering him without having any skills, but just out of hustle. Raw Dog says he woke up watching the Showtime era Lakers. Yeah, so did I. Raw Dog, we might be the same age-ish. I think we look back on the 80s fondly in a lot of ways. Movies, school. Bro, just come to Canada and have coffee. I mean, it doesn't sound like a horrible thing. I'd be drinking coffee in Canada. But what would we do after? Bruce is 6'7". He was uncoordinated as a deer on ice. That's a funny expression. 6'7", Bruce, you're tall. Coffee in Canada. Hello, Brandon. How are you? I'm going to get a little more coffee. Again, it's the toasted coconut mocha. So it's Monday morning. It's Monday morning. It's kind of cloudy outside. Got little flecks of sun coming through. Might get a pretty sunrise. Hope we do. Talk about the Raptors. I don't think I'm going to talk about the Raptors. I don't have a lot to say about the Raptors. Hello, Douglas from Melbourne, Australia. Good morning, Wealthier. Nova Scotia, Canada. We have quite the international audience. We've got a few Canadians. Got the stock market opening up to that. I used to be a stockbroker. I used to do a lot of investments. And currently I have no money. I'm broke. But I still like to keep an eye on the markets from time to time. I got a couple of guilty pleasures. I generally talk about not watching the news. The two news shows I kind of like are really almost anything on CNBC, because if something's happening in the world that I need to know about, usually they'll tell me on the business news channel. And for some reason, and it doesn't really impact my life, I used to enjoy hearing market talk and hearing prognosticators say which way they thought the market was going to go. And having my own opinions. And the market, after selling off for a couple weeks, kind of rallied the end of last week, and it looks like it's going to open up today. I'll tell you, again, I'm only watching from afar, getting stock quotes or market quotes every few hours on my phone, maybe. I think the market's going to find a new low. It's nice to see it rebounding. It's maybe good that Trump is softening his stance on certain tariffs and what have you. We'll see. But I think the market needed this pullback and probably needs a little more of it. Wealthier says the bubble needs to be popped. Yeah, they certainly took some air out of the markets the last few weeks, which was good, I think healthy. It can't just charge back to new highs. I don't think. I mean, it could. I'm usually, one thing the market does is surprise us. And if we're all thinking one thing, it usually does another. Somebody said, my head is brighter than the sun. I mean, I kind of like that. I don't totally know what it means. I mean, my head doesn't actually give off light. Like the sun. My head is more like, if it had to be compared to a celestial object, it'd be more like the moon, which just really reflects light. I wonder how much of the light that is being reflected is coming from this candle. Probably not a lot. And how much is from the overhead light above. Jake Evans is asking, am I sure that my head does not emit light? Actually, I'm pretty sure. If I go into a dark room, there's usually not a glow from my head. So many funny thoughts I can think about that. I post a lot of videos, and some of them I think are funny, and sometimes I think I laugh at my jokes. I don't know if other people like my funny videos or other people like my sober videos or my mental health videos or my financial videos or my relationship videos. I don't know if you like my videos at all. Hello, Mohammed. How are you? I'm doing great. It feels good to say I'm doing great. It feels good to say I'm doing great. Hello, Cats Plays. How are you? So anyway, what else do I have for you? Oh, am I from Britain? No, no. I'm from Appleton, Wisconsin, and that's my view out my window. I like showing it off. It's not that exciting. I mean, it's exciting to me. It's mostly a parking lot. But on the other side of the parking lot, there's a cool Greek restaurant that I've never been to. And next to that Greek restaurant, there's an orange building that I'm sure is something, but I don't know what it is. Maybe I should investigate. But past those buildings is the library, which I've only been to once and looks really cool. I'd love to get my kids up here. I got two beautiful little babies, Eve, who's 2.5, and Augie, who's going to be 4 soon. And I think there's a lot of fun things for us to do. The library's blocked that way, and they rebuilt it or finished it this winter and have a great kids area that I think they'd enjoy a lot. And there's a park down the hill right down over there, and there's a children's museum over there. And I think in a month or two, there's going to be lakes to go adventure in. And excited to have them here. Let's see, which state is Wisconsin in? Mohammed, Wisconsin is a state of its own. Cats Plays the smell, says the smell of old books is just wonderful. I'm trying to imagine the smell of old books. I mean, I know the smell of a bookstore, but those would be new books. Offhand, oh, hey, Major. Thank you. Somebody sent me $1.99. I'm not like it. They sent me $1.99. That was so sweet. Can I jump and rub my head and my tummy? No. I'll say thank you for the $1.99 and appreciate the great suggestion. Wait, you took my money away. Can you take my money away? That hurts. Hello from New Zealand. How are you? I don't know what that means. I do not know what that means. Whatever made me possibly have children in my 50s? Well, Fred, if I got to explain that to you, I don't think so. How can I find my purpose in life? Wow. I don't know. How does one find their purpose in life? I think learning to be okay with where you are right now and believing that everything happens for a reason, I think makes things more clear for you, or makes me be able to see things a little more clearly. I think most of my life I was worried about something that was coming down, that may or may not be coming down the road, or something that happened in the past, or stressed out about that. And I think when you're thinking about the future or thinking about the past, you're not okay in the now, and you're not thinking clearly or about what's important. And I think when you're calm and when you're quiet and when you're in the moment, you can think clearly and realize maybe you're already living your purpose and that you're okay and that things are okay. I go on live to pay I go on YouTube live to pay me money, and you flake. And then he called me a loser. I don't know that I go on YouTube live to pay me money. I mean, it pays me a little money. And I certainly don't think I'm a loser. How does it feel to use extra face wash every day? I actually don't use face wash. My bathing routine is fairly simple. I usually start with a nice hot bath. I bring my candle in and I hang out in my bubble bath for a while. And after a while of that, I shave my face and shave my head while laying down, usually. I don't take the bath part if I'm in a rush, but then I'll get up and I'll use Irish Spring and I'll lather it up all over my washcloth and I'll rub it all over my face and my head and various body parts. But I generally don't use face wash. Let's see. Where is my hair? Let's see. Look who's the podcast with Kettle Black. I don't even know what that means. I don't know why we're talking about it. Let's see. Thank you so much for my wisdom. I don't know if I have that much wisdom for you, but I appreciate you saying thank you, so you're welcome. Where am I from, Baldy? Well, I'm from Appleton, Wisconsin. It's a town of about 75,000 people, about 3 hours north of Chicago, and cool town with a great downtown and a bunch of cool people and nice stores, and really enjoyed it. I look like Bruce Williams. I wonder if there really is a Bruce Williams. Let's see. Maybe Bro has a money suggestion for nothing. And he called me a loser again. Do I have a money suggestion? I don't even know if I have a money suggestion. I don't even know what a money suggestion is. But I don't know. If you give me $2 to call me a loser, I guess I can handle that. I've been called worse and not given any money. Yeah, it's in my profile. Well, I don't know how to do my profile. I don't know. There's a lot. I tell you what, building a social media profile takes a while, and you get into working on TikTok or YouTube or Instagram, and putting together this YouTube profile might have happened 3 years ago. I don't know. But either way, it got you to send me $5.97, so it did something, and I appreciate that. Let's see. Being called a loser is more of a compliment these days. I don't understand, but I'm okay with it. Let's see. What's your favorite food in both veg and non-veg categories? I'm half Indian and half English, so I honestly can't decide. My favorite food has got to be meat lasagna. Or a vegetarian. I don't even think vegetarian. I mean, my favorite vegetarian food are oranges. You know, that's not much of a meal, but to me, there's no meat in oranges, so I'm going to say oranges is my favorite vegetarian food. Oh, wow, we have a vibrant audience today. We've got 59 people watching. We've got 28 thumbs up. And we've got $5.97 into the kitty jar. What is my favorite football player? I'm assuming you mean a soccer player, because I'm from the United States. So here we call football something different than you probably call football. And I'm only going to say Messi is my favorite football player because I only know like two. And it's nothing against Cristiano Ronaldo. But I don't know if I've ever seen Cristiano Ronaldo play, and I've definitely seen Messi play. And Messi might be old and retired, and I think he's playing in the United States now. But I remember watching the World Cup, I think last time, or recently, it was, I believe, the final. And again, I'm from the United States. I'm not a football or soccer fan, but I watched the World Cup, the final game, and I think it was France versus Argentina. And it was honestly one of the most exciting soccer games I've seen. I didn't think they could score as often as they did. I think the final might have been 3-2 or something like that. And I think at one point it was 2-0. Argentina was up, and France scored 2 straight goals, and then might have been more than 3-2. Let's see. What's my favorite movie? What is my favorite movie? Let's see. What is my favorite movie? Did somebody, I don't know if somebody really sent, can you say happy birthday to my girlfriend Josephine? I can certainly say happy birthday, Josephine. Happy birthday, Josephine. I'm almost tempted to sing you a song. Is Josephine there? I used to sing the happy birthday song to people. Who's the most famous person I ever met? I met Muhammad Ali. I met Muhammad Ali, which is just about the most famous person in my lifetime. Let's see. It's interesting, the spam comments you get on here, and I don't really understand it. Ooh, somebody asked, do I own a broom or a vacuum? I own I don't know how you say it, looks dusty here. But I bought a broom yesterday. I appreciate you bringing it up. How does it look dusty? And dust is usually something that accumulates on furniture, which is not something you'd usually, maybe the windowsill? Huh. I think it's dusty on the windowsill. But I did buy a broom yesterday. I was excited about it. Bought it at the grocery store. I spent $75. Bought some groceries, bought some deodorant, bought some toilet bowl little things you put in the toilet bowl and kind of color the water. I think they color it too dark blue. It kind of bugs me out a little bit. And bought a broom and what have you. Swept yesterday. There wasn't as much on the ground needing swept as I thought, but it still felt good to clean a little bit. Let's see. Somebody is prepared. I wonder what they're prepared for. Oh, Grace didn't know I got a new place. Well, thank you, Grace. It is awesome. Rented a 1-bedroom apartment about 2.5 weeks ago and moved out of the hotel. Feels good. Feels real good, actually. And I don't think I was appreciating it enough this morning. I don't think I was appreciating it enough. I think I was fretting too much. Fretting about my cough, my sore knee, what have you. Am I married? No, I'm not. Well, thank you, Grace. You want to see around? I'll show you around. It's just a 1-bedroom. It's not really furnished very much at this time. There's the kitchen. Ooh, I got up a little fast. It's got really high ceilings. Again, cool brick walls, old buildings, super high ceilings. A ton of space. hoping to get a couch and a TV roughly there. I was debating, because this would be a good spot to have the TV. I was wondering if I could just put it on a table right here. My laundry room, nothing too exciting other than, I'll tell you what, renting an apartment, it is awesome having laundry in the apartment. Hey, that was kind of cool. My bathroom, nothing too exciting. Tempted to show you the toilet bowl, but it seems a little more intimate than you need. My bedroom, nothing fancy. Just got an air mattress in there right now. I was furniture shopping recently, but again, the high windows and what have you. I was furniture shopping recently, and there's the kitchen table, just little, but perfect. And wanted to furnish the whole place at once. It's so easy when you go shopping to spend a little more and spend a little more, like whether you're car shopping. Well, sure, give me the fancy stereo. Yes, I want the sunroof. And yes, give me this and give me that. And suddenly your $30,000 car is $45,000. Same true with furniture. I didn't even know what I wanted, but I was shopping and I saw so many things I wanted. And soon I was wanting to spend $2,500, and it was $2,500 I didn't have. And applied for credit, and they honestly rejected me. And I feel really fortunate about it, because part of my budget was like a $600 kitchen table. And a couple days after that, a buddy of mine reached out and was going by a home of his, and he said he had some extra furniture in their basement, and I got this kitchen table for free. Free is a really good price. Free is a really good price. Oh, good morning, Jason. How are you? Oh, yeah, free is awesome. Especially, my needs aren't huge. The guy offered me more furniture, and I think he was surprised when I said no to something. A couple things, like he had mattresses. And I go, no, I don't want one of those, or I don't want that soft chair. And he goes, and it felt good saying, because I want a right thing, or I want something I'm excited about, and don't desperately need a couch over there, and I'm appreciating life without it. Do I drink beer or sodas? I don't drink beer. I do not drink beer. I do drink soda occasionally, but I try not to drink too much of it. I've been drinking more lately. Grace, you are right. Have I ever visited Canada, and if so, what area, and what did you like best? I've been to Canada several times. I grew up in Chicago, so Canada wasn't too far away. And I guess my favorite spot in Canada that I ever went to was Banff, Canada. Banff. I stayed in the Banff Springs Hotel, and it was beautiful. It was just beautiful, and it had big windows, and beautiful hotel. Somebody's asking me to put people in timeout, so I'm going to do it. Let's see, I just don't want to bother anybody else, so I will do it. Yeah, it's up in Alberta, kind of close to Edmonton. I think we might have flown into Edmonton, and I went on a ski trip up there, and there's Banff and Lake Louise, I believe, and it was beautiful. One of the prettiest places I've ever been. I spent the summer last summer in Yellowstone. Not that that's Canada, but when you're comparing beautiful places, I thought Yellowstone was neat. And there's some beautiful spots in Yellowstone. But if I compare the sheer beauty of Yosemite, another national park I've been to. And Yellowstone, I'd say Yosemite to me was prettier. Yellowstone's interesting because it's got so much volcanic activity and a lot of like steam, hot water coming out of the ground and stuff. But yeah, I look like I live in the high mountains. I don't know. I don't live in the high mountains. I did last summer. Grace, thank you so much for joining. Hello, Marcus. How are you? How are you? How are you all? How are you all on this Monday? Do I know they had a major fire in the area that I visited in Alberta? No, I did not. Did Banff burn? I'd be sad because that was one of the coolest little towns I've ever been in. Let's see. RH did Yellowstone on a snowmobile. Yeah. I drove my scooter there, and somebody said, would you be better off going in a car? And I think the neatest thing about Yellowstone for me was riding my scooter through those roads and experiencing it on two wheels. Because on two wheels is totally different than in a car. You're really with nature. When you see a bison walking down the road, you know that bison could smash you. You feel you're out there. Let's see. Oh, the fire was beyond terrible, Millie? Yeah, I didn't hear anything about it. I'll tell you, the Banff Springs Hotel is so cool. It was so beautiful. Again, I don't know when it was built, but it felt like one of those British castles that was built 500 years ago. And again, I really have no idea, but I bet it was old. Let's see. Saw a wolf and a bison. I did not see any wolves while I was there, but I know they're there. Somebody loves the UK. How is life in the US after tariffs? I haven't noticed one bit of difference since before and after tariffs took place. I haven't noticed a change in price of anything. And I don't know if there's been a change in price in anything. And I think it might take some time for whatever effect to dribble through. Egg prices are up, are they? I bought some eggs the other day. First time in a while. Some weird comments coming on today. Egg prices have been up, but way before Trump. Yeah, I thought eggs had been up for a while. What profession or experience inspired me in such patience? Am I displaying patience right now? I think doing this show for a while, you mean patience with the audience and what they're saying in the comments? I don't know. I think if you do this for a while, you get good at ignoring certain comments. I've had people say really mean things to me, crazy mean things to me. And I think I'm getting better at not caring what other people say or even think about me. And that feels pretty good. Yeah, the more okay we are with who we are, I think negative words hurt you when you're not feeling secure about who you are. And I think for most of my life, I wasn't very secure. And if somebody would say something mean to me, it would probably hurt me in a way that it doesn't anymore. And I've gotten pretty good at ignoring things and just not giving a damn. I have a rather calm and patient demeanor. I assumed it came from life experience. I've got some of that too, but lack the patience. Well, Maddie, I appreciate you saying that. I promise you I'm not always patient or calm. It's before 7 o'clock. I'm drinking my coffee. I feel good right now. And am happy with where I'm at and the direction I'm going. Is Wisconsin known for cheese? Yes, it is. What is the price of the iPhone 16? I don't even know. I've had the iPhone 14 for about 2.5 years. I honestly have no idea why people rush out and upgrade to the latest and greatest phone all the time. I don't notice a vast difference between the phone I'm using today and the phone I was using 5 years ago. Let's see. Any poetry I prefer? No, Maddie. I'm not a huge poetry fan. I don't think I ever was at all. Do I know about stranger danger? In Europe, we are having huge issues with Muslims. Is that happening there too? Well, I don't know what you mean by huge issue with Muslims. I wonder what issues you're having with Muslims in Europe. Well, thank you, Maddie. I appreciate you hopping on today. Yeah, I appreciate you hopping on today. Why not coffee with me? Well, you're having coffee with me, Santosh. What other food is Wisconsin known for? I don't know. Where am I currently? I'm currently in Appleton, Wisconsin. Billy, you keep throwing out your message in a bottle. One day somebody will receive one. Hopefully they put a message back in the bottle and throw it in the water. Wisconsin is known for cheese and fish. I guess it is. Fish fries, supper clubs, cheese. I haven't had particularly much cheese since I moved up here. Or particularly much fish. Why did my city get the name of Appleton? I really don't have any idea. I've only been here 2 months and have no idea why it's named Appleton. I think I had somebody Google it recently, and it's not for apples. I don't know why it's called Appleton. I like you calling it my city. Makes me feel kind of proud. Have I ever traveled abroad? If yes, what was the best country? Well, I've been to Scotland several times. I've been to Canada and Mexico and various places in the Caribbean. But the place I feel fondest of is Scotland. Really thought it was beautiful and have a lot of family there. A lot of my cousins still live there. Oh, it's nice. So it's Monday morning. Talked for just over an hour. We've had a great audience. We got 62 people watching. We got 42 thumbs up. Art says they're from Aberdeen, Scotland. Art, my mother was from outside of Edinburgh. She grew up in Wallingford, which is outside of Musselburgh, which is outside of Edinburgh. Posted a video yesterday about taking a few deep breaths. And I think I was listening to it last night before I went to sleep, and I fell asleep listening to my own video. I think it's important to remind ourselves to take a deep breath from time to time. I don't think we take enough of them. We breathe short, little, shallow gasps, and I don't know. My nose is often congested. You're supposed to breathe in through the nose, but I think in life it's okay to learn that doing things a little different. And if you're congested, breathe in through the mouth. If you can breathe in through the nose, breathe in through the nose. But I think the key is taking a deep breath and getting it all the way down to your tummy. Always feels so good. Where did I originally live? I originally lived in the Chicago suburbs, and grew up in Downers Grove, and spent the last 16 years living in Naperville, and moved up to Wisconsin about 2 months ago. It was weird. I went back to the western suburbs on Friday of last week to attend a meeting at my son's school. It feels very different. Not different, but not like home. It hadn't really felt comfortable for me since my second divorce. I felt I was scrambling the last few years, trying to figure out what life was going to look like for me in the western suburbs of Chicago. And maybe realized, despite the difficulties, that life wasn't intended for me to be in the suburbs of Chicago anymore. And came up to Wisconsin. Major Lag is saying he gave $10 for no response. Major Lag, you didn't give $10. You gave $5.97. You gave $5.97. I certainly didn't hear gunshots every day in Chicago. Even when I lived in Chicago, I lived in some beautiful areas in Chicago, but they were very close to some areas where you could have heard gunshots. But I don't know if I have heard gunshots maybe more than 5 times in my life on the streets. And it was never close, I don't think. I mean, maybe it was close, but I don't remember. Anthony says he hears gunshots every day. Let's see. Can you say hi for me? Hi. Yeah. In Europe, you do not have guns. I look like the Wish version of Jeff Bezos. Devontae is saying he's from Chicago and he just heard some. Are we still talking about gunshots? Do. Let's see. Do I believe in God? Yes, I do. Well, we're up to 70 people. Isn't this fun? But anyway, it's Monday morning. It is Monday morning. We've had a great audience. I appreciate you subscribing and hopping on today. Kind of feeling mellow. Might eat a little something. Not working for a few hours, and may go lay back down in bed and drift back off to sleep for a while. That'd feel nice. Always feels a little confusing waking up. Always feels like I slept for several hours, but it's usually only like 45 minutes. But sometimes 45 minutes is all you need. And got a couple apples over there, bag of oranges, some ground beef, and a banana. Sounds like breakfast. And I appreciate you guys all for hopping on. I appreciate you guys for hopping on today and following along in my show. Joining me. I go live every morning, talk for about an hour, drink some coffee, and let's see where the conversation takes us. So I appreciate you guys for being here. I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you had a great night's sleep. I hope the sun is rising where you're at. Looks like we got the sun peeking through the clouds here. And Batty, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. I hope you're feeling good. Your coffee's hot. You're loving yourself. You are forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.